Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews, and today I'll be reviewing the Royole X. This is your own personal home theater headset. This was sent to me for review. This is a Generation 1. There's 2 generations out, and the company actually hired Acon to kind of help rebrand them. So their other headset is Royole Noon. That's their 2nd generation, and the Royole X is the 1st generation. The packaging is very nice. It's super high end, and upon release I think the thing cost like $800 and something, so it was extremely expensive headset. But let's go over what we get inside the very nice packaging. We get our various manuals, foreign language, English. You also get this guy, which houses your charging devices, and it's also a sunglass case. It actually works as a sunglass case. I found that out, and yeah, everything's super tucked away just like that. So very impressive so far. And of course, you get a carrying case, which looks like one of those old hat cases, but you know, it's quite nice and branded Royole X on the front. You open it up, and inside sits, of course, the headset, but it's not in there. That's where it goes, and that sunglass / charging case can also go down in there too. And then you're left with the headset itself, and I kept this little cover over the lenses so I didn't get dust on it, but it comes with that on it, and you just peel it off. Here is the brains of the unit, which is corded, and you can keep that together with this little Velcro doohickey. And yeah, this is kind of like one of the first portable home theater headsets that folds up. So it folds up like this, and so let's just take a look at it. Goes just like that with this dangle here. Then you put it on, and the noise cancellation is excellent on this. The darkening around the eyes, there's no light leakage in, so that's super cool. And yeah, so then you just power it on by holding down the circle. Where's it at? Where's the circle? There it is. Hold this guy down. Boom, power's on. Get some lightage around the headset, I do believe, which you can turn off in the settings. You get a pleasant music and Royole logo across the front. You also get the active noise cancellation button right here. Like I said, there's a little light show that goes around here. This is touch, so I think double click will go back, click, go forward. You spin your hand around and stuff like that for volume. The head part is comfy. The ears are comfy. The eyes section on this is comfy. And here's another, it's a light, does a little ring show on the side. And then you do get your adjustments here for moving. We're going to take a gander at this. This can come off, so I'm going to pull this off. Okay, the nose piece is going to come off like so. And that's for hygienic reasons, I'm sure. But for the sake of discussion, let's talk about this up in there. I don't think you'll be able to see any kind of screen in there, maybe something like that. But these adjustments here can move that left and right. You see that? Then you get a little roller there, which can change the magnification from blurry to nice and clear for the screen that's in here. And the cool thing about Royole is they actually make their own little LED, LCD screens inside here, whatever they are. They manufacture and make those, so that's super unique. So this is kind of to showcase what they can do with that technology, and by far it is the best screen I've ever laid my eyes on inside of a headset. And I've got multiple headsets, the Microsoft mixed reality headsets. I got the Lenovo one, and that one's a 2.7K or something, 2K screens, and this is just a 1080p, but there's no screen door effect. There's no pixelation in the screen. It's amazing that they can get the clarity of that screen that way. So all these things sound good. Well, let's discuss the bad. And the bad for me was the interface. It's very difficult. You start out in Chinese, and then you go, you know the settings, you know the cog wheel, go to the cog wheel, and just keep plowing through there until you get it changed over to English. That doesn't explain much, but you can figure it out. I did it in like 5 minutes, but you just kind of just play around with it, and then you'll see English as an option. You're like, ooh, I did it, and you did it. Another thing, complaint, is the positioning of the eyes resting on the nose. So let me turn to the side. The bridge of my nose sits up, I guess, a little higher than this ever intended to be. So whenever this plastic piece sits on your nose, even though there's padding here for it, when it sits on your nose, it hurts. And also, the angle of the screen in here, I don't get to see the complete bottom of it. It's just a little blur across the bottom where the frame is in the way because the bridge of my nose sits up so high, I guess, that there's no tilt way to change the tilt up and down. So what you have to do is overcompensate with the headband, and then you end up putting the headband like this to try to kick up the eyepiece. And right now I have a full shot of the screen, but it sits right up on my nose to be able to do that, and it's kind of painful. The only way that it's not painful is if I am laying down on a pillow, and I can do that because there's nothing back here, so that's a cool thing. But it may just be my nose, but it's probably just my nose, but it was kind of painful. And another thing, like I said, the interface. This is not, I think the second generation is Android based, so it's almost like having your own tablet, but this you're supposed to just do like a Wi-Fi Direct or Mirror Link to it. I couldn't do it on my newer phone. I went back to an older tablet and I was able to get it, but it kind of glitched. It was not smooth on the playback, so I used the HDMI port, which is a port on there. And you also do get the micro USB for charging, because you'll charge this, and that is an HDMI input, and I was able to view content that way. So laying down, HDMI through the NVIDIA Shield tablet, which works great, by the way. If you don't have an NVIDIA Shield, they're $199 and they're awesome tablet. So with all that, I was able to get comfortable, watch a movie, and it was great. It's just like sitting on a couch about 12 feet away, a 65-inch TV. So unfortunately, it's not closer up. And I don't know if they did that to avoid the screen door effect, and that was the closest they could get that screen to your face. But you can see the screens probably sit somewhere in there, but that's pretty thin. Most of these headsets are a lot thicker than that, or taller or longer. But they do great screens. So the second gen should be nice, but this is a fraction of the price. It's like a third of the price of what it released at, a third of the price of the second gen. So if you're into this kind of stuff, and maybe you can sideload Android onto this. You might can, I don't know, I'm not good at that kind of stuff, but if you can, this would be a fantastic, sweet deal. But just a workaround for this, maybe your device is different than mine. I have the LG V20 phone, and I used the NVIDIA Shield for the HDMI out, and I used a Tab S, Samsung Tab S or something like that for being able to finally get it to connect through Wi-Fi Direct, which was kind of sketchy at best. But this is the Royole X from Royole Company. I'll leave a link to it in the description if you want to go check it out. And make sure to explode on that subscribe button and ding that dong so you get notified on other cool stuff like this. I thought this was cool. I've never seen a setup like this. It is a Chinese branded and Chinese overseas kind of thing, but the company seems to be making great strides, and this is their first product in that stride. So if you want to check it out at a third of the original price, go for it. See ya.